I never knew there was a flashlight for all aircraft in this game. And now that I
Really?
found it and turned it on, I can't turn the damn thing off because I don't know what the hell I pressed to turn it on in the first place.
I must hope everything works according to plan this time for me because earlier no. So I'm practicing. So with Nils teaching me how everything works here, like the first thing he taught me was anti ships because I kind of learned anti air myself. So now we're learning taking out ships, but so I come in by myself for my first solo flight against ships. 4 AGMs. The first one goes
Right.
to the ship and hits. The other four literally turn 90 degrees to the right and fly away. I don't know why, but I was not impressed. And I still haven't been able to land this thing on the carrier. I could take off no problem, but landing is not my strong suit.
Right. Well, landing's not for everyone.
Well, landing in general is not bad. It's landing on a carrier.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to sort of be too low. Oh shit! Break! I'm gonna miss where I need to go. I have to do it go around. But yeah, I have a tendency to be too low, so I'll smash the bottom of the runway.
Right. Yeah.
Did I break my plane? Because it's yeah. Okay, wait. I'm actually gonna take off at the airport first because earlier, like when I came here the first day, none of the planes flying around near Mozdok were coming up on my radar, and I had no idea
Right.
why. But there's a problem. I don't know if it's something that's binded that's doing it automatically or not. But I'm having a problem where my radar is being moved, so it's like facing away. So I just need to like move my radar back up, and then hopefully, because the
Right.
ships then come into view. So I'm wondering, shit, maybe that was my issue in terms of not finding those other planes.
Yeah.
But I will say, so far this is more fun than the A10 in this game. I think purely because
Really.
this is high. I think purely also because this is high
Oh,
fidelity, so it's more involved and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Um,
You feel like you're doing something, don't you?
yeah. And just in general, I mean, shooting things is a bit more complicated than the A10. So when you do get a hit, it's a bit more rewarding.
Right. Yeah.
But I see they're going to be doing a bit of a minor update to the super carrier, so that will be fun to see.
That's the one where they've given you automatic landing and stuff. Is that it? And
Yeah,
the lighting as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
The automatic is going to be interesting to see.
Well, you should have it now because they've moved it over to the free, all the other carriers as well. So
Yeah, I've got no idea how to even attempt to do it though, so I'm sort of just leaving
Right.
it for now. Wait, why is... There we go, that's better.
Why does it say it's required?
Now, one thing I might do tomorrow, if I get the time, is actually jump onto Gracie's server
Oh, yeah.
with what I know so far of the F-18
Right.
and just see how I do.
Interesting. Let me know how you get on if it's nighttime.
I'm actually kind of half looking forward. I kind of want to fly this thing in night vision mode and see what this is like. So.
Right, yeah. It's an experience, I'll tell you that for nothing.
Alright.
Because I've done the Harrier at night time, taking off from the carrier, and that was interesting. That was before I found the flashlight as well, so it took me 5 minutes to find the battery in order to be able to see anything whatsoever until I worked out how to do the night vision. But now that I found out about this whole torch business, that's interesting. But yeah, taking off, trying to find targets. The only aircraft I've got that's any good for nighttime is the Harrier, because I can use the fillet to locate clusters of heat signatures, which then give me a general area where I can aim at further with the AGMs. But yeah, it's interesting, very interesting.
Okay, so they put that there. Let's go for a fuel tank. Aim 9. Aim 9. Whatever. I don't know if you. I'm sure you can also work for. I don't know what ASHM means. I'm assuming you can also use it on tanks and stuff. If not,
Surely that's good enough.
And then take those, and that should be good to go. Kind of. Nice rearm. And also the other thing I do like about this, especially because you've got so much to do in terms of like your different MFDs and stuff, you can whatchamacallit, you can set autopilot. Like I learned autopilot and then the altitude hold and all that kind of stuff, so it makes it easier just to live life.
Yeah. Whoa, jeez. I keep trying to keep my nose on target in the Apache, forgetting that it's got all this head tracking business.
Alright. Okay. That is good.
Oh dear.
Let's start taxiing. Oh, look at that. Well done, you landed.
Okay. Yeah, I did survive. It's fair to say I did survive. Got to turn off my APU. They haven't fixed. Or maybe they have.
At least you killed someone.
Yep, an unarmed soft vehicle, yes. With
Better than
most
nothing.
expensive helicopters in the game. And then was killed by a wire.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way, that wires do kill you.
Yes, they're a lot harder than armor wires.
I didn't realize
No,
that armor
armor
protects you.
wires. No, armor wires.
Armor wires kill
These
you.
ones never used to. Yeah,
Oh, really?
DCS wires never used to. They never used to have collision.
I don't know, where was I that I hit the wires? I can't. Oh, it was. I was doing the A10 campaign.
Oh right, okay.
And what you call it? I swooped too low, and I was pulling up little wires, and I hit my wing on the wire, and it stuffed me over. Well done, you got another kill. A refueler.
Good.
I mean, it might not be armed, but it's strategic. I'll give you that. It's so weird looking at the map and seeing two smoke stacks and realizing it's not you yet.
Wow.
I thank you for your service.
Right. Can I remember?
Oh, Laxo's coming in the F-16. Nice.
So we should try to stick to it's proper broken. It's a bit
I didn't see who's just gone by me.
That was me.
Okay. Are you about to take off, Undead?
Yes.
Okay, I'll probably follow you up just after.
Told my friend like how much this plane and this carrier cost again, and they're like, I don't. Of course, it was a female. She's like, I like clothing. I don't, but like almost 2K. like, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, this is the equivalent of someone dropping like 150k on their car. It's like, the
Yeah.
car is good enough as is, but I mean, you need that to just, you know.
Yeah.
Mrs. Nils was like, do I know how to take off from the carrier? I'm like, yes. He's like, do you know what all the hand signals mean? I'm like, yes. He's like, did you watch the video? I'm like, no. He's like, well then how did you know how to do it? I'm like, because the thing is with the F-14 also being carrier based, I trialed the super carrier and I was Rio's.
Right,
I was
okay.
watching what the Rio would do and what he would do. I was like, I've been stalking you, bro. See, if I wasn't loaded with armament right now, I would want to test what would happen if I tried to take off with my wings folded. That could be interesting. It looks like it's flexing its muscles.
That's what the Harrier does every time.
Alright.
Overlook.
Okay, so... Off. Oh yeah, you have to take off from baseline, right? I should have
Come
thought.
on, let's get.
I should have.
I'm not sure if there's an F-18 over here.
There is. That's the first F-18 I saw. Black
Can't remember any majority of vehicles what goes on in this aircraft. I got close to it when I was on Gracie's server and was trying to shoot down things, but like, so I was trying to use the radar stuff.
Alright.
As usual, the things that should have been working just fine was not working just fine.
Why does this keep resetting? I don't know why. It's a bit annoying.
What's reset? Oh, the radar.
So, no, a control. So, part of my wheel brake sort of binds to the twist function on my throttle. And it's freaking annoying. And honestly, it's, it might have been how it works actually from, but it's okay, so systems done. Unfold the wings. Oh man, it feels so nice to actually do something.
Yeah, it does make it hell of a difference. That's why I didn't find the F-15. So it's a nice air, and the SU-33s, and I don't fly them because switch desk. Switching from Japanese to the screen, like the index screen.
Yeah. Yes, boys, we've done it. shall we? Let's.
So they know half the numbers. Picking stuff up on the radar, but I'm not seeing you in the air actually.
Really?
Like on the radar, I was expecting to see you already.
Oh.
I can see a bunch of radar marks, but I don't know if that means they're aircraft or they're just like it's actually one blip, but because I'm moving and it's static, it looks like a second blip sort of thing.
Right.
But there's a whole ton of stuff.
There's a couple.
Yeah, there's a bunch of ones.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna have a go at the tanks on the bridge, I think. Got to adjust my volumes. I can't hear anything. Well, I can hear. I can hear my engine. I can't hear much else.
You shouldn't be. Okay. I don't think any of this goes on
Just gonna let you know, obviously, there's way more at play than just what's on the surface, but the Aerobatics Online owner of the server architecture, I believe he's going to be shutting down his servers. He's looking for either somebody to take up the mantle or whatever. Not saying that, hey, Max, go fucking volunteer, because you have to have servers based in the US, yada yada yada. But if doing anything to do with any of that is remotely interested, like you're remotely interested, finances aside, because we'd have to get you say you do is anything like that in your possible point of view, yeah, I'll manage a server. Or not interested at all. So getting interested in my DCS.
Interesting. Yes, we don't have the capacity for it. Because I mean, just keeping the server updated from outside of that, I don't have any experience with that. It's just and yeah, there's zero chance of being able to get donations to that mental college.
What do you mean there's zero chance?
As in,
So I don't mean for your stream. I mean it would, like, he gets donations through like the server. So it would be like, this is not public information. I just want to make sure that wasn't being broadcasted. So he's
no,
going to
I
announce
don't
it.
know.
He's going to announce it sometime. I think he's going to be shutting it down. He's basically looking for somebody to take it over, rather than the entire, arguably the most successful DCS server just get shut down into Narnia. He's looking for somebody to essentially operate and save it.
I'd like to be able to say, yeah, I would be interested, but all things considered, I don't think I'd be able to give it the proper care and attention that it probably demands.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, because he's got like a small team.
Yeah. I looked at it. So getting trying to respect.
Roja. You flying low up there? I got like a weird little audio topic.
I've got all sorts of it's supposed to be very
No crash. Yesterday, the day before that. But yeah, it'll be a shame though, just because Aerobatics Online is a great like testbed server. If you don't want to do combat stuff, but you want to just kind of free fly around. I'm sure there'll be another server that will kind of take that mantle. But yeah, I guess really any server that calls itself Aerobatics Online and is hosted in the U.S., they'll get that traffic. But it'll be weird for a lot of people, I'm sure. The problem with Aerobatics Online is like it has overhead in the sense that it requires attention. Like you can't just let it be its thing because there's people that grief, there's people that people that need to be banned every once in a while, and sometimes people will get wrongfully banned, and you gotta go through that appeal process and whatnot. But but yeah.
If I knew I could dedicate time to it rather than
Request repair. Copy.
something, then that would probably be something that was of interest. But so I don't. There's going to be a certain level of requirement coming out of it, which I probably can't afford at the moment. Yeah. Sorry, thinking about too many things at once there.
Request rearming.
What the hell was that?
A tree.
That poor oak.
That wasn't an oak.
What was that?
I don't know, it wasn't an oak.
It was a tree.
It was a tree.
How's everybody doing this Friday evening?
Not too bad. How are you?
Oh, I'm just rearing to go. You sound like your dog died.
Rearming complete.
No comments.
Was it a Cocker Spaniel?
No. No dog died.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Wow, you can't call me that.
Wow.
That's just harsh, but true.
I was gonna say, might as well get him first.
Alright, so I've landed. I just need to get more shit, and then I'll be good to go again.
Okay. Are you over at Beslin? Or, Mozdok or Beslin?
Mozdok. Yeah, Mozdok. So it turns out that my AGMs do work against... So I got like 91% damage on a tank, so I'll take it.
Okay, that's good. And at 91%, that'll explode over time anyway.
Yeah. Let's see if I can... I don't know if they'll rearm me here if I need to go closer, but we'll see.
So you flying tonight, Warhawk?
Yeah, I'll fly for a little bit. I was just gonna hop into the server and blow some shit up, as it were, you know?
You could at least use my name.
When was the last time that I shot you down? I feel like I have been your guiding light, your savior. I have kept the hostiles off of you. I have avenged you from angels and whoever else has meant to do you harm. And this is the kind of treatment that I get.
Wait,
Today's the day.
I'm gonna jump out and jump into one of the F-18s at Beslan, and I'll fly with you.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to join, but I'm just stuck on the loading screen.
Yeah, that's been something that's been noted. Reading the DCS Discord, there's a lot of people complaining about slow loads.
I'm so happy about this fucking thing.
I'll have to start finding more slots for a minute this way.
Well, I'm gonna have to relaunch DCS. I guess. Somebody eating something, or was that Velcro?
Velcro.
Undead in his pro flying glove.
Shut up.
You wear a glove?
No, I
Did
don't
we-
wear a glove.
Well, what
I
is
don't wear
that?
a glove.
What
I
is
wear
that?
2 gloves.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. What are you fucking racing on a... Why do you wear gloves? Are we racing?
Yes, actually I am, yeah. Girls and I have a ring.
Wear gloves. That's pretty, I mean, I'm sitting in a fucking... a flight sim chair plugged in like 8 ways, and that is next level. You get the fingerless gloves?
No, they're on order.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys are interested at all in that Top Gun movie that's coming out. A week.
Yeah.
So they have started creating a select people that aren't being paid to essentially review, and the initial reviews are outstanding. It does the movie justice as a policy, and that will
Sorry, was that from where you were, Hawk?
Just ask him how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm shooting helicopters.
Or
I can't. My sound is all up the chute because everything is ridiculously loud. I can't be bothered to mess with it. I can barely hear me speaking.
Yeah. It's alright.
Around it.
I am not. Give me 1 minute. Just had to reslot because they have that weird freaking bug where if you do too much before the engine starts, it doesn't actually pick up and go.
Oh, damn. Didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was their attempt at trying to fix because you could kind of like cheese the startup in the F-16,
Alright.
where you essentially hit the engine run, you move the throttle past the detent, and you could start the engine prematurely, where they wanted to be more realistic, but they like if you screw it up, even though the run light is on, if you screw it up, it doesn't actually fix itself. Like you can't. I have to reslide. At least I don't know how to fix it. I've tried shutting everything off before and going back.
Right. Okay, I was here.
Trying it again right now. See if I can get this going. So like the run light is on right now, which should be a clean indicator that I can move the throttle forward, but I can still hear the engine properly spooling. So it's not even ready yet. It might be ready now. I think it's ready now. Yeah, it was ready now. So we're good to go now. I'm just doing my normal startup now.
Okay, I'm a comfort break and then grab myself a drink.
Copy.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Alright, I'll let you and Lex go first. I still say regular takeoffs don't feel the same in this plane. Carrier is so much better.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Good to go.
Roger, I was just waiting for your wings to fall off. Okay.
Thanks for shut up, you.
What are we doing?
Whatever you
Taking
want.
off.
Flying.
Flying.
Shooting some shit.
Right, into that.
Alabama boys on takeoff roll. Let's go. Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess 100%. 100%, and then brakes off when we start shifting.
Okay.
Okay, in 2, 1, 100%. Very nice. Well, you do that is obviously. My takeoff sucked.
Oh, shut up, you.
I've seen a lot more marks on the RWR thing now. Did they make a change to that?
No idea.
There seems to be more types being shown, which I don't seem to recall.
$27 miles off the schnoz. Targeting 25 miles.
Yeah, what he said.
I'll
I don't know.
probably end up locking onto Lax now, my luck.
Well, actually, you got extra quiet.
Am I? I don't think so.
I'm not sure why.
Oh, okay. I've got something in front of me. Look at that. I've actually locked something up with my radar.
16 miles.
I don't know how you tell what it is. Is that the number underneath it?
If you're locked on, it's the number under the altitude or on the right-hand side.
Left, right. Under the altitude.
Does it say FO and then a
Oh,
number?
there's a 15. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Fox 3.
Wow.
13.5 on the launch. Missile away.
What's minimum engagement? Minimum engagement at 13.5.
Lax, I can hardly hear you. I didn't even turn you down. The game is not that loud. Somehow your audio has reduced in volumus, maximus, decimus, meridius.
I'm getting you okay, so there's something else odd going on.
Let me turn you up all the way up in Discord. And
It's all your fault.
there, I've got you at 200% now. Say something.
Say something.
Okay, it's a little bit better.
Did you miss?
I don't know. Nope. Oh, what the hell? KC-135, my bad. I'm so sorry, KC-135.
Is that why I can't launch?
No, that shouldn't be a precursor to you not being able to launch. What do you mean you can't launch? What is it doing?
It was not launching.
You gotta press and hold.
Yeah, I was. Perhaps it just wasn't long enough. Perhaps it wasn't long enough. I got to remember how to which I don't seem to be able to do.
Have you found fellas?
Chair flare. Chair flare.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that, to be fair.
Flash one.
Not even sure where we are. Oh, blimey, they're over that way.
I'm just gonna fire if I kill one of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Excuse
that's
me?
fair.
Follow it.
Got you, by the way.
Oh no, it definitely looks like it's heading towards an enemy at least.
Where the hell did my missile go? My missile should have gone straight towards the aircraft and it went off to one side. What the hell? There is a hot sidewinder flying around out there, so be careful.
Oh crap, mine just sort of at the last second decided I don't want to be a missile anymore. So he did not hit the target. Mother
Uh-oh.
trucker.
That one went for the flare. Damn it.
Okay, at least we're all going for different people, so I can deal with these fellas.
Well, there are two different groups.
Yeah. I'm just nervous about targeting one of you fellas.
That's right. You should be able to tell, though, I think, if it's anything like the F-16.
Do you think I'm smart enough to know that difference?
No, well, when I was flying on the Gracie server, it appeared the enemies were red. Unless that I'm just remembering something completely wrong.
Oh. Yes.
Who shot me down?
Fuck off. I know that was a red enemy, you dipshit.
Wow.
I'm done, not stupid. There's a difference. Believe it or not.
Good kill, good kill.
If I'd have missed, I'd have been very upset with that one. I basically handed in the missile, so could you hold that for me, please?
Okay, I'm back, but I'm fiddling with my sounds because everything is wrong. It's way loud, and things that should make volume controls on voice meter that I think should be making a difference aren't making a difference. So I'm a bit
I'm
baffled.
finding exactly the same thing. I normally have my Discord coming through the stream, and I haven't made any changes, and it's not working tonight.
What I'm getting is normally I have all the stuff that comes through from Discord on my second channel, Bear in mind I've only got the smaller version. So on my second channel, but when I turn my second channel down, I'm still hearing everything. Strange stuff. I think I might have fallen off my key then, but I'm just saying maybe that's why it's all odd volumes, because I can't seem to change it.
Right.
Alright, I'm all out of missiles. Just got cannons left.
Uh-huh.
Is this motherfucker gonna go down? I'm gonna have to use my guns on him.
You shooting at gazelles?
No. Big ass bomber that ate a AMRAAM or ARAM, however the fuck you want to say it, like it was nothing. So
AMRAAM.
AMRAAM, thank you.
What is it? Radar gun, laser gun, something like that. Fox 3 either way. Why is that not going where I want it to?
Well, these bombers were a great idea. Who put these in here?
I don't know. It's just something I came up with there. Is it something I came up with?
I think Glaxol told me it was Scopsons.
Hmm.
This is what I needed in my life.
Fox 3. So the bombers do seem to eat AMRAAMs. The Sidewinders seem to be a lot more effective against them.
Really?
Yeah. Especially one hit, one kill with the Sidewinder. I've just hit one with 2 AMRAAMs. Oh, and only... Wait a minute. Did I just shoot down a 109, but it took 2 AMRAAMs?
Oh.
It took 2 AMRAAMs to take down a 109.
But it's weird. So there was one of the bombers I took out with 1 AMRAAM, and then another one that took 2.
Right.
So and then like earlier, I hit one of the bombers with 2 AIM-9s, and it did nothing. Besides damage it a bit. Now this one has I hit it with 2 AMRAAMs or 2 AIM-9s, and it killed it. So they're very indecisive.
Yeah. Well, the benchmark is those gazelles, isn't it? Because you can... The amount of ordnance I dropped on one just to take it off the map.
I dropped my entire fucking A10 payload, and it was like, what? Okay, that's nice. Have fun.
Did you say something?
It's like, oh wait, was that supposed to be at me? It's like,
Do it again, see if I feel it next time.
Oh, stop it, it tickles.
Is it really a quadrant if it's only got 3 levers?
Oh, I just shut off his entire wing. I do like the cannons on this F-18.
Right.
The only thing is, I don't know, like I know you're supposed to do something for like wingspan and stuff, but I don't know the wingspan of these things. So basically I just like wait until I'm smelling their fumes and then shoot.
Well, it's guaranteed kill. That's just being efficient with your ammunition.
Exactly. Oh, there's another one.
Could not make it.
Oh, they respawned. Oh, you guys landed? Oh.
I had to somehow.
I am Winchester.
Yeah, that's well.
Alright, I forgot. They gave me all these bullets. I'm gonna use all these bullets.
Is there more thunder? No, we don't have to pay for it.
It's like,
yeah, anyway.
It's like when cops pull you over. Why were you speeding? I paid for the full speedometer. I'm gonna use the full speedometer.
Roger, I'm probably gonna do a couple more low approaches here just to burn off some fuel.
So, Winchester, that basically means you're returning to base, right?
It means you're returning to base under the premise that you have no ammunition.
Okay. Interesting, thank you.
If you shoot any kind of air-to-ground missile, you do it rifle.
Isn't anti-air also? I know something they say Fox.
Well, it depends on the type of missile.
But
Fox 3 is like an AMRAAM. Fox 2 is like a AIM-9, and then an AIM-7 or like a Sparrow is like a Fox 1.
oh, okay. Thank you. I'm learning. Ooh, I really am enjoying this plane. Well worth buying it earlier this week. Yep. Tuesday or Wednesday?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oops. And I just realised I've been muted all the entire time, and thinking I'd muted myself, I coughed. And I wasn't muted, so I do apologise for whoever of the two viewers actually heard that, so I do apologise.
Eventually you'll get it, Lex.
Seems like
I love how they've actually knocked some to the aircraft auto cannon. So he's shooting flares, not realizing they're not going to do anything.
Most NATO aircraft do the same thing. Like the F-16
Oh.
does that as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the F-16 is a little bit more annoying though, because when it does get a cannon lock, it just screams at you and says, "Lock! Lock! Lock!" It's like, goddamn.
Heard it the first time. What did you just find?
You got your RWR on? Better lock you up once.
No idea if it's actually. Hope so.
We're gonna find out. I don't have any missiles or anything. No.
I'm out of all types of ammunition, so I'll just RTV and wait to be locked on to see if I've got stuff ready or not.
You are locked right now.
Okay, they apparently don't have it on because nothing's happening.
am I clear to take off?
Yep. Wait. Oh, there we go. I've got beeping now.
Yeah, should be going, doo-doo,
Yep.
but not a missile launch. Alright, just testing it. Shall we RTB, sir?
Sounds like a plan.
Oops. Tires. Hey, I've got Discord back.
Lovely.
No, I don't sound like a loon sitting here talking to myself. I just look like one if I had the cam on.
So was it sort of a spontaneous fix, or did you actually figure out what happened?
No, I don't know what's happened. So it was on one input, and it doesn't matter what I did to that input, it didn't do anything. I changed it over to a different input, and boom, works. So
Interesting.
odd. I'll bring it up a little bit because I think we're a little bit quiet.
All right, coming in for a landing.
Okay, there you go. I see the runway.
Those have all those units carried on respawning, or did they only respawn the ones?
Well, there's still, I think, so they respawned. I hit some. I think there's like one left of the one group, and then there's still a full group left of the second, and then so far they have respawned.
Okay, I see. Why am I not seeing? There he is. Oh no.
All right, I am clear of the
Copy that.
active.
Come in.
Why have I lost my HMD? There we go.
I'm gonna watch you land real quick, and then I'm gonna hop out of the game. I'm gonna try resetting. I'm getting like a weird like visual snap.
Copy
My
that.
track IR. I'm watching your landing. Max judgment.
Mhm.
So the F-18 lands pretty aggressive. So like in this case, you don't need this long final.
All
Like
right.
you can come in way shallower than that, and then once you are lined up, then you go full flaps. Right now, it looks like you're at either auto or half.
Yeah, I'm on auto right now.
Yeah, put it in full when you're on final here.
Okay.
Your speed is still high. Get full flaps.
Yep, full flaps.
You're about 100 knots over landing speed.
All right.
Holy shit!
That's fine. I'll still stick it.
All right.
These people, they're always worried about the speed.
Maybe throw that speed brake out there if you need. There you go. So for the Navy, when they teach landings on civilian and military airfields, they teach them to land like it's a carrier, so they slam pretty hard.
All right.
Although some of them will typically flare anyways, but Not too bad though. I didn't see you like leg through the ground or anything.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one thing I have gone better about landing in general. Although some would disagree, like so.
I didn't say nothing. Do you find that's because of the stick though? Is that? Would you say the stick has contributed mostly to the landing thing?
Partly.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
In DCS, 100%.
Right.
War Thunder, especially from keyboard and mouse, not necessarily, because it was, especially if you were, like for me, keyboard and mouse versus the controller. Keyboard and mouse, you could still have your finer inputs, like with the joystick and stuff.
Okay.
But just flying in general, I'm so happy I actually got the joystick, because everything is easier. Now, if I can get, like, I'm getting comfortable now, especially in DCS, with looking around the mouse.
Right.
Of course, when I finally get track IR, it'll be 10 times better.
Yeah.
But already now, I'm enjoying the flying a lot more than when I first started in DCS, when you somehow got me to start playing. I never thought that when you got me to play this game, I'd spend nearly 2K in 1 week. What's all your fault, Lex?
So people say.
Okay, I'm going to jump in for a second because I've solved my issue. I don't know if it affects Naxor.
Okay.
What I was finding was that my volume controls weren't turning anything down. Then suddenly I realised that on the voice meter, on the main output, there's a composite button, and that was pressed.
Okay.
And it meant that by doing that, none of the volume controls make any difference. I couldn't, but now I've unclicked it. I can now turn you up, and I can or down, and I can turn the game up or down, and it makes a difference in my ears.
Right. Okay.
Before, everything was coming through like full volume.
Right. Yeah, I did find that what the problem on my side, or no, I didn't find out what the problem was. I found out a get round. So I've got my 5 channels that I've got fully stacked, and then I've got 2 auxiliary inputs as well. So I've got a voice meter aux and a voice meter VAO 3, and I've been using 3 all this time without any issue. And then tonight it was just dead. I could see it. I could see the VU meter for it move, but it wasn't doing anything into Discord. And I just switched it over to the other aux, and all of a sudden it's working. So I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, Discord is now coming through onto the stream as intended. But I don't know why it's not working with the other input.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm happy that I've got my sound working the way I think it should be, and of course my.
Just you said push to.
Yeah, I heard it fall off. Basically, the button I'm using is a hat. All right, so it's on the front of my throttle, and I'm using my middle finger to push it down or push it to the right. But for some reason, no longer does it work by pushing it to the right at all. But it is working more reliably when I push it down. So I've now got push down and push to left, each of them doing the same push to talk job. So if I push it slightly wrong, providing I'm in roughly the sort of the left down position, it will catch either of them and it should work.
Right, yeah.
The trouble is, I'm so used to pushing the button to the right, I'll keep doing that now, and you can't hear me because I'm not transmitting on that.
Was that the one you tried to repair, or did you repair ultimately?
I took it apart. I actually took the switch apart. Took the switch out of the HOTAS and took it apart. And it's what it is. I don't know how it works. The button that I press, I think, has a long stick associated. Well, it has a long stick associated with it that goes back into the button or into the button mechanism.
Right.
and there are 4 pink little pads on the inside of that mechanism. And when I looked at the rod, you move the rod around and it touches on the pads. So I can only imagine that the rod is in some way able to conduct
Right.
or affect something. So maybe it's got carbon in it, so when you touch it on those pink pads, it knows what to do. But the rod also seemed to have a usage tarnish on it. I can't think why. Like wear or dust. So I wiped the dust off, put it all back together, and then it seemed to work okay, apart from the fact that it doesn't really work when I push to the right. It's only sort of down and to the left. So another time I could, at least if I took it apart again, at least I know what to expect.
Yeah.
Am I clear to take off, Mazdak?
Yeah, should be good.
I'm not there.
Copy that. Probably my last sortie. Slowly getting back into the late nights.
Yeah. So this being responsible with the early mornings is not good for you, I'm sure.
Well, hopefully the late mornings are like that now.
Is the server about to restart? Oh no, it's alright. I just got a freeze.
Right.
Alright, eyes up, flaps are good. Arm on, air to air. Let's grab some fun.
So they just picked up.
Wonder if I can hit one of those targets from here.
You might lose me because for some reason my machine is going. It's as if there's something happening in the background, taking all the resource. The sound was breaking up. I was getting freezing. It's now come back to normal. It's almost like as if it's been grabbed for some kind of an update and couldn't cope with DCS at the same time. It's come back to normal now, hopefully.
Why does my radar keep doing that? I need to figure out what's causing this.
So, but I'm not that bad to help you. I've never flown the F-18 in anger.
No, even Niels says it happened to him at some point, and then it sort of self-disappeared. So,
Right.
alright, you, my friend, lock onto you. Oh, no, you disappeared again because my freaking radar moves.
I'm gonna R2B to rearm.
Copy that. Oh, yes, there we go. We got some. No, stop moving, you twat. Oh, dude, this is frustrating. I need to find out what's causing this and how to fix it because. Oh, do what it seems to be? It seems to be whenever I start. So now, I don't know how it is for your plane, but so you might know what I'm talking about. You might not know what I'm talking about. But anyways,
Right.
what happens for me is it's what you call it. It will lock on fine until I move. So now you got your radar thing, and it shows that it's hit or that it's you locked on, everything like that. But
Right.
then as soon as I don't know, I've got like a little cursor thing, like a little sensor that moves then across the target to lock on.
Yeah.
And it seems that as soon as I start moving the so-called sensor, it then decides, no, I don't want to, like, I want to move the radar site somewhere else.
You haven't got a double mapping, have you?
I checked. I looked on the actual thing that's moving my radar, and no, it's only set to equals and dash, or it's either dash or minus, whatever it is. Yeah,
Right.
equals and dash on my keyboard. So I don't know what the hell is wrong, but I do need to look into it. Unless, wait, there's something that I haven't exactly checked properly that could be causing it. So, after this last bomber, let me have a look.
I've been flying all this time without air brakes.
Let me have a look. Adjust controls. Access commands?
Yeah.
Let's see. Radar elevation control. I think. No. No. Joy? What the hell is Joy slider? I'm gonna remove that. Okay. So now, hopefully, I'm moving it. Oh, I'm moving it around.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Like this.
Copy.
Yes, it's not doing it anymore.
Nice.
I've just started the P51 and I've got to say the engine sound is excellent. I don't know if it sounds like a P51, but it's a good sound.
Is it?
It-
Have they changed it since the last time?
I don't know. It just sounds like a chunky, oily, fuely ICE. It just sounds good.
Sorry, I missed that. You said that's the training one, right?
No, this is the P51.
Oh, people.
I imagine the TR51 sounds the same engine. It just hasn't got guns. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rearming complete.
But when you rev it as well, the whole thing about the sound of the P51 in this, I think, is good. I say I don't know how accurate it would be to the actual sound, but it sounds like a piston engine aircraft. Very good.
Right. I am actually really chuffed right now.
Right. So you got that problem fixed then?
It appears so.
Nice.
Because the thing is, like, Niels and I went to like a massive PvE server, we were having fun. And Niels was like, do you see the aircraft? No. Do you see it? No. And I can see it vision. Yeah. But my radar can't lock on it. And then I can see it fire. Alright, I'm dead. And, even the first time I mean, he created his own mission thingy for us at first. And with the ship, I couldn't find the ship. And he's like, wait, he recognizes the concept. Oh, yeah. And he's like, where's your thing pointing? So I move it, and all of a sudden, oh shit, and it show up. So, oh, that is one thing I find on. Is it possible that you could a second F-18 carrier? I think there's one in F-18 and one in F-4.
As soon as they've been doing things with Go before, it was really difficult. Because the slots weren't really what worked, or really weird, and they had a tendency to mesh.
Okay.
I couldn't get them to separate out. So that's why it's only got the, as it is now. But yeah, I can't remember what it's right now.
And yeah,
Something else I'll say about the P51, by the way, is that it is no challenge whatsoever to taxi in the P51, and not really to fly or anything. In fact, Laxal's ground crew, I think, could easily handle a real one. Not like the Spit, which takes a bit of work.
Well, Bill, that's simply because the Mustang is just a superior aircraft.
Someone that
Is that what they taught you? Oh, good grief!
Well,
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
say,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Victor's
Really
So,
didn't hear the description.
no, don't say that because then the I-16 would.
Actually, Russia would have been steamrolled to death after Lend-Lease, but that's lived it.
It's clearly didn't hear the P51 described as a, what is it? Heavy, oily, petrol.
I'm not one of those Mustang elitists out there, but they are out there.
Waiting in the shadows to haul you up
Mustangs
on
love
your
to
steamer.
hit people. Oh wait, wrong Mustangs.
I do like the sound of it, whatever. I mean, the sound of this aircraft, whether it's accurate to reality, I don't know, but in DCS, the sound of the
You've never seen a
this-
Mustang fly?
no, what I mean is I've never sat in the cockpit of a Mustang and flown it.
Is runway clear, Mustang, for landing?
I'm about to take off. Which way are you coming from, east or west?
East.
Okay, do you want me to move over and you can land? I'll just move over.
No, it's perfect. I'm still in the air. You take off first.
Oh, okay. You say it's easy because it's easy to taxi in a Mustang. It's no challenge whatsoever. I'll take off, hopefully. I'll probably crash now I've said that.
According to certain people that know more than me, this is the Neil says it's either in the Neil's look says it's either in the briefing or like she says normally if you click on the carrier it shows it, but in both cases it doesn't here. So I don't know.
It's probably because the briefing is hand cranked at some point to include it. Oh, unless I can't check it. But when you spawn in and you're sat on the carrier, does it not have it listed at the very bottom? Takeoff and departure.
Got no idea.
Getting this very weird. I need to restart my computer. I'm getting this weird like snapping in track error where it's like resetting myself up randomly.
Does it say it's been redetected at the top?
No,
Oh, that was a bit of a
I'm not. My hands are off the keyboard and everything. I'm just kind of looking down, and then every once in a while it just like snaps me back up and then brings me back down again.
Whoa,
You cut out.
Yeah. Saving the secret information. Have you? I don't know if you've heard, Bill, that you came off or your key stopped transmitting.
okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering if Warhawk is using a key that's a key binding that's accidentally putting the center on. So
I don't
It's not to do with that, right? I mean, not to do with push.
Yeah.
The favourite thing is push to talk, isn't it? When you use your push to talk, and it prevents you from doing other things.
The other option would be brain's gone dead. Sorry. Noise. Sorry, no.
You know, you first. I'm just.
Track infrared noise. Would generate that sort of thing for me, unless you're talking about what I get or got when I looked on my lower left, and it would bounce
No,
over.
this is new, different.
And you haven't got a light behind you.
No, nothing's changed.
Yeah.
It seems
It's
to be an
something with
evening.
one of the connections. I think I'll probably have to restart.
It's probably just that God hates you. That's all it is.
Yeah, could be. I'm gonna restart my computer though, because I would like to know what's going on before I get overly frustrated.
Lex, you said there was another thing to potentially look at in terms of TACAN.
Yeah. So when you spawn in,
Yeah, on the carrier.
on the briefing. So
Yeah.
scroll all the way to the bottom,
Yeah.
and it's got your aircraft listed as this is where you're taking off, or this is what aircraft you are and where you're taking off from. Is it not in there?
I sent a photo. I sent that. If you talk about that like little box thing, it's a group name.
Have you seen it?
I sent Nils a photo of that.
Oh,
and he
right.
said, no, it might be further up. So
Oh right. Okay.
let me actually Google it quickly.
Because the bit at the bottom is the only bit that actually relates to your flight.
Yeah.
The only way I could look possibly is by coming out of the server, which I haven't got a problem doing, and nipping into the mission itself and see if I can find it listed on the map.
Well, the other thing, especially like now, it's really not that much of an issue. So I'm going to be logging off anyway because I've done my 40, but I'm just wondering.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete.
Right.
Not really, as it makes too much of a difference for me. It's just sort of, if it's there, it's easier. If it's not there, it's not like I can't fly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rearming complete.
My ship's not there, so I'm just not coming to here without anyone annoying me. Bullshit.
I've yet to successfully fire and hit a ship yet.
Well, considering my other three decided to pull all the way to 90 degrees right, I at least hit one.
I got close and got shot down. As usual, I was in the area, so it'll be a 7.5. It was close engagement, which probably worked some of the things. Well, I'm too heavy for a vertical anyway, but...
It'll be so confusing. It's like, you don't have budget. Imagine the explore like
I was even burning water to take up again. What the hell? Just aircraft.
You saw it on you saw a YouTube video about that.
Oops, I was moving the lever the wrong way, because I killed myself there.
Is it lever or lever?
Lever, because we're...
It depends.
Bill, you are cutting out more than Swiss cheese lately. What's going on?
Sorry, how's that? That's me being sloppy. So, lever, depends on which country you're in, doesn't it? I mean, it's obviously a lever, but in the USA, they, you know...
Wait, blacks have a problem.
Uh-oh. What?
And my problem's not with Warhawk, it's with you, because Warhawk mentioned cheese, and you didn't
Right.
complain.
I tried to ignore it. I was actually going to pull him up on the fact that he said cutting out more than Swiss cheese, but surely a Swiss cheese analogy would be wholly rather than cutting out.
Jesus
Talk-
Christ.
Talking about food again.
It's all
First of all, I'm in Wisconsin, the cheese capital of the United States.
Well, then
We
get
produce
it
more
right
cheese than all of London.
London doesn't produce cheese.
Exactly.
But we eat it.
Cheese producers.
The world championships for cheese is in Wisconsin every year. Every
Yeah,
other
you said
year.
it. It's your words.
Do they make Stilton over there?
I don't know if that's the type of cheese. I have no idea, but I mean, there's thousands. They make thousands of different types of cheeses here.
Right, okay. Well, if they don't make Stilton, they're not even in the race. I'm sure they do, or an equivalent. It's a blue cheese. It's a blue vein mouldy cheese. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm sure that they do that. There's a lot of, I don't even really know why, but there's just a lot of cheese makers in Wisconsin.
Well, I imagine it's because is there a big animal population?
Well, it used to be known as this dairy state, but California technically has more cows now.
Right, okay. What about goats and sheep, though?
I mean, they're around, but most of the cheeses are derived from cow's milk, I believe.
Yeah, probably. That and alligators, yeah.
But yeah, even though there's a lot of gourmet and top of the world type cheeses made here, I think most of the cheese that we export is like I was gonna say 80, but I think it's like 70% mozzarella.
Oh, right. Either way, any cheese is good.
Yep, as long as you're not cutting it.
Wow.
Long as what? I'm going to take off, chaps. I'm a minute.
Alright.
I just failed because I forgot that I had 10 rockets on board this, so I've had to even reduce my fuel. I just like, well, I want to practice with the rockets, so I put 10 on board. Didn't put my prop pitch fully fine, and it ended in misery. So I'm shutting up, taking off.
Anyway,
Are the tanks still on the bridge?
Weapons are free on this server. Don't have to pay for anything. Wow.
Oh, what happened?
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I just got a DCS crash.
So did Lax.
OBS is still working.
Oh, did you
You
already
guys are
scratch
just
it up?
having the same issues at the same time. Did he just say what I think he said?
What?
I think Undead just said typical Packers cheater. Tom Brady sympathizer.
Didn't understand any of that. But that's because I'm
I
stupid.
think
Right, I'm
it's
going
an
to
American football reference.
right. I'm going to have to restart DCS anyway.
older TikTok account, and the video impressions weren't doing too badly. And I uploaded one the other day, and it's got 1,200 views on it. Oh, 1,200 impressions, sorry. It's called Blimey.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know for how long though. I probably won't be here for much longer.
You guys want to do some Spitfire formations?
I don't know if I'll be here longer for that.
Excuse me. The hell? Gotta show you how to fly the Spitfire.
And I've just accidentally clicked where it says close a program or wait. I've accidentally clicked close, so now I've got to start again.
My days.
I can't find them. Where are they? Why can't I never find my own damn aircraft?
What are you looking for?
Spitfires. Where are
I mean, I'm in one, so just look for the player column.
About
they?
2/3 of the way down.
Yeah, it's for some reason it separates them. But so what are you in Moz Spit? And then no. Why is it separated them out? There it is. Why is it? Oh, it's because it's sorted on that column. That's why. It's done its own thing.
We're talking about doing a Spitfire formation, and here Bill's loading up into a Mustang. I'll be damned.
Oh, I don't know. No, I won't be here long enough for a formation. So I just thought I'd get back in this one. It's half one. I've decided I'm not going to have too late at night tonight. When your aircraft is droning you to sleep, it means that you're sleep deprived, doesn't it? So. Myself because I was pushing the wrong button, talking to myself. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what you got of what I said, but I won't be here long enough for a spit formation. I just thought I'd get back in this one. But also, what I was saying is that when you're falling asleep to the drone of your engine, it means you're sleep deprived, doesn't it?
That's why the Spitfire formation will just give you that shot of adrenaline, you know? shot of adrenaline.
I've just had a shot of Guinness, mate.
Oh my god, you're probably about to throw up then.
I've seen the video. So, okay, folks, I'm comfortable that it's gone back in. It's all behaving reasonably well. So, I'm going to shove off, and I don't know about tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll just play it by ear. Okay. All right. TTFN, everybody. Good night.
Yeah, take
But
it.